So another inequality, just to get you some more practice. I'm looking at graphing x squared plus y plus 3 squared is greater than 9. First thing I'll do for myself is try to recognize what type of curve I have. And I always replace the inequality symbol with an equal sign, so I can get that boundary curve. That's a y plus 3 squared greater than, so that'd be equal to 9. And now I notice I do not have any fractions. I mean, if I were to divide by 9 everywhere, I'd still get the same denominators for both the x squared and the y squared terms. So that's telling me there's no major axis. It's all equal all the way around. So what we actually have for ourselves is a circle. And with a circle, we just have to kind of think about, well, what's our center? We have a center, h comma k, so it looks like there's no adding or subtracting with the x before we square it, so that we have 0. And then with the y, we should have a -3 as part of that center. So let's plot that, 0, -3. We have that center. The other thing that we're interested in is, what is the radius? So the radius, in our case, r squared equals 9. So that tells us that the radius r equals 3. So that means we're going to count 3 units up, 3 units down, 3 units to the right, and 3 units to the left of the center to find our guide points to draw this circle. Now, make sure you know whether to use a dashed or solid curve. So when we see the greater than, there's no equal to, we're going to use a dashed curve. So we'll do that. Do the best I can to make a dashed curve for my circle. That wasn't dashed on that part. There we go. So just make it clear. I'm still not happy with that right part of the circle. So let me see if I can make it a little bit nicer. Sometimes it's not good to be a perfectionist. I try, but there we go. That's good for now. Okay, so we got our boundary curve graphed. Last thing to do is look for a test point. So I want to point out, I know we're really used to using 0, 0, but if you look at where it's located, the circle goes through 0, 0. So that would not be a nice point to use, would give us no information. So what I'll do is I'll just choose something outside of the circle or inside, it doesn't matter. But I might choose something a little higher, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. Might be nice. So maybe a test point there. It could be anywhere. You don't have to use zeros either. But if I am using 0, 5 as my test point, I'll be plugging in to my equation, or actually my inequality. So I would have 0 squared plus, 5 plus 3 squared. Is that greater than 9? So 0 squared is 0. 5 plus 3 is 8. Now we already know, we see it. 8 squared is 64. It's greater than 9. We've got ourselves a true statement. So if we have ourselves a true statement, what we're doing is we will shade the region containing our test point. So that will leave us with shading everywhere outside the circle. I know when I have more to shade, you'll see me use the hash lines, or being careful that I don't shade inside. So that is the graph of this particular inequality.